So we're gonna go here.
All right.
Is this what we want to do?
Yeah, it's good.
All right.
Do a little shifty here.
Oh, I'll make sure I'm not gonna be kicking the thing consistently. So we're doing take one practice session. Connect Bradenton podcast studio, video studio, photo studio, studio of many names. We just call it.
Sweet.
We just call it the vault.
Yes.
Because you have to walk through an old bank vault to get to our studio. I think that's pretty cool.
And you will see a photo of it right here because it is amazing. Like when you walk through that, you just feel like you're in a James Bond movie or something. You're about to do something great.
I haven't gotten that feeling yet, but
no,
I'm not going to give you James Bond on that one. I feel like I'm walking through an old bank vault, and I'm not trying to steal anything, or
Sure.
I don't really do enough push-ups to feel like James Bond. So what are we talking about today for our practice session? We had some notes yesterday. We were talking about a little bit about our networking session on Thursday.
Yes.
How we saw old pictures from, we say old, 4 to 6 months ago, of a group of 10 to 15 local small business owners and hustlers in the Bradenton area, Bradenton, Sarasota area. And then we took a picture yesterday, which I believe the final number, counting the person taking the picture, because Cynthia counts,
Absolutely.
37 people. Up from the 8, 10, 15 to 37 people in just a matter of months. It is a growing network of people. We call it Let's Connect on Facebook. That's the group. Organized by a fine young man named John Lang of Bank OZK.
Yep.
Bank OZK. He's the guy that brings the donuts every Thursday at 9 o'clock, and people just walk by them and stare. And some people take them, but most people leave them, and then I have to walk by them for the rest of the day.
And you know what? Walking by and looking at them is so comforting because I don't eat one. I ate 2 yesterday, which is surprising because I don't like eating treats like that. But man, just having that comfort level, knowing that there's a sugary treat.
Not scotch.
Yeah. Sugar treat, and those cups there with the coffee. I mean, the coffee is necessary in the morning, so we're very lucky to have Bank OZK to provide that for the group. I think everybody there appreciates that quite a bit.
And the coffee is provided by Connect Bradenton.
Oh, okay. My bad.
We are a co-work space in downtown Bradenton. We also have private offices and meeting rooms. That's what, and we have the Vault Studio, which we're currently sitting in. An underutilized space that we're trying to put out there so more people can see it and hopefully use it. Connect Bradenton downtown on Main Street, 12016 6th Avenue West, just to give you that information. Connect.Bradenton on Instagram, Connect Bradenton on Facebook.
Just connect.
You gotta do it.
There's so much connecting. There's so much connecting here. You know what? I've only been coming here for about 2 months now, I'd say, since my first Let's Connect meeting. I was invited by John Lang when I was at a Realize Bradenton breakfast and big ideas, and I have met a tremendous amount of hardworking, passionate individuals that are not only helping me grow, but are helping the entire city progress in a way that is so vital to the economy, to everybody on a personal level. Like when I first came, there was probably 20 people, maybe a little under 20 people, the first one I came to, and just seeing the growth in that little amount of time walking in yesterday, and not only like the growth, but the happiness of the people. Everybody was
energy.
The energy
is
so
up.
Like last night, I was thinking about it. I was like, what an amazing group of people. Like everybody was. It's 9 a.m. You know, people are tired.
That's what the coffee's for.
People have the rest of the day that they have to go and work, and it can be a little immobilizing sometimes. But everybody was happy, and then the response on Facebook later of how many people were happy. I mean, it was just phenomenal. Great to see.
It is great, and you said the energy, and we talked about the numbers, and the other big thing that I like about this group specifically, and let's just say it, hats off to John Lang and Mary Burleson from Arbonne, and Bart Natali from help me out, Deschamps and Gregory. These are the people that are they started it, they've stuck with it, and they have that energy that they bring to it. But it's not just that. I've been in other networking groups, and a lot of them say, "Oh, it's collaborative and it's a referral network, and we're here for your businesses just as much as my business." I've been in groups where that is lip service. That is not the case in this group. They really are collaborative. They are rooting for each other's businesses. They are referring each other's businesses. It is the perfect group to have in a space like Connect, because that's what they're doing. If they have a conversation with somebody else that might be a customer, like let's say, I've got my space here and the space in the shared area of co-work for Connect Bradenton, and we have a member that needed a photo shoot, let's say. Well, we introduce, and Pablo Ortega Photography comes in and meet Tracy Ferguson Consulting. She needs new photos for her website and content. Guess what? That's what we do. It's connecting people, and that's why the Let's Connect group that meets on Thursday is perfect for our space, and they just have the right
drive, I'd say.
Yeah,
the right drive for each other. And touching back on what you just said with the Pablo Ortega Photography, which is my business, and I'm a local photographer here in Bradenton. I love what I do, love meeting the small business owners around here. And what's so cool about this space, like Wade just said, I came in, I set up an entire lighting setup. I had enough room to put a backdrop. I didn't even have to use a backdrop because the wall was just perfect. Mm-hmm. And I pumped out like 25 professional photos. One of her sitting at a desk, like stock photo material. So the versatility that I had as a photographer is just incredible. And that's just one of the very small things that this place offers, and it's so cool for me to have that, like I said, versatility. And I'm sure in every industry there's something that somebody can gain out of using this space. I mean, for example, the vault. I mean, this is so cool that we're doing this. This is insane. And then all the desks, the meeting rooms. You have Wade. You have all the lovely staff up front. I mean, there is some serious upside to this place. I couldn't say anything bad about it. Not one thing. Maybe.
I appreciate that. It's very nice. I'm not good at taking compliments, apparently. So, we talked about Connect. We talked about the Thursday group, and you alluded to something just very brief, because that's where you and I met, and we recognized each other as fellow hat enthusiasts. This is my only sports hat you will see.
Yeah,
it just happened to be Red Shirt Day, and that's when we're recording. That being said, we met at that Realize Bradenton Breakfast and Big Ideas, and we've continued to just kind of, purposely cross our paths ever since then. And, Realize Bradenton being a huge part of this local downtown community, and Connect is a part of that, and it's part of the fun of what I get to do. You and I were talking about it earlier of, I have my skill set, and I have the space in which we can conduct business. I'm not a photographer. I'm going to call Pablo. I'm not a videographer. I'm going to call James Kalinda. I'm not a professional brand ambassador. I'm going to call Tracy Ferguson. If you come in and you say, I need to use your space for this purpose, I say, great. This is what it costs for you to use this space for this purpose, or this is the time in which you can do it. And then you say, oh, I also need someone to help me with this. That's not my business. I will introduce you to that person, to that business, to that the person that's in our community that we're building. And that's the biggest part, is it's not just, another Yellow Pages, to use a non-millennial term.
It's not just a direction.
Yeah, we're not just Googling a business and saying, oh yeah, you can call these guys and this is the space where you can do that later on. It's, if somebody comes in and says, I need to use your space for this, I also need a caterer. Well, guess what? I've got Teller's Coffee, and they're doing catering now as well. I can introduce them. They are the first person that comes to mind. That's what this community of people is, not just in the Let's Connect networking group, but through other groups where we go out and we see people and we talk to people at Breakfast and Big Ideas. It's a community of small businesses, locally based small businesses, and just keeping them, on your radar. That's the best way.
Yeah.
If I'm consistently seeing you, if you and I are talking for 5 minutes before and after a meeting, once a week, you're going to be the first person on my mind. If it's once a month, you're going to be the second person, and I'm going to remember all of those things. That's the purpose of what we're doing. That's what a community is.
And that's just strong marketing too. I mean, when everybody knows FaceTime is your best marketing tool, and this provides you such a great outlet for that. I'm remembering a story that you just recently told us, that you were working with somebody in one of the spaces out in the shared space here at Connect, and there so happened to be somebody working there who was listening in, maybe, or just so happened to hear.
No, I was just talking too loud.
I was talking loud enough, not
too loud. I was talking normally. Yes.
Yeah. And somebody overheard, but it was so funny because, it's an interesting thing because they both had a similar issue that they needed to solve, and had they not been in that same space at the same exact time, and that's something that you can't put in a metric. That's something that you can't plan. That's just something that happens, and that's powerful. That's a very powerful.
They had a similar need, limited resources, but together, pooled resources, they are able to, hopefully they're able to. It's only a couple days old at this point. Sure. But they're able to accomplish that goal. And
they didn't know each other, right?
There was somebody that was in the middle that overheard and said, "Hey, I heard you talking about this. I have a client that's in that same boat, having that same issue. Let me introduce you to." And then that's what the same thing that I do is. Then we get out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm not an incubator here. I'm not taking a percentage of your business. I'm trying to help this business connect to that business and help them do business.
You heard it. You heard yourself say connect.
I know, it's connect.
Every time
it's in there. There's a reason why we named it that. I wasn't the one that came up with the name, but it's well named because it comes up in conversation more often than I'm willing to admit. And most
You're
of the time,
subliminally just engraving it in people's heads.
I try not to say it. I will stop myself from saying it more often than I will, because I don't want it to seem like,
it's our catchphrase. But it's not.
I'm your connector. No, I'm not. I'm Wade. I call myself a macro manager.
That's excellent.
I stay out of the way. I will help you accomplish your goal as much as you need me, but I will get out of your way when you just need to work and you need to do business. I'll say, "Hey, Tracy, meet Pablo. Go take pictures." I should neither be honestly in front of the camera, and I am definitely not that skilled to be behind the camera when it comes to. I am definitely not.
But you are very good at what you do when it comes to connecting the right people, again with the word, but it is true. It is what it is.
It comes up in conversation because it's applicable.
Absolutely. It's great. I love this place. I really do. The opportunities like present and the ones that are coming. I mean, very excited.
I think we have ourselves a good ending point.
I think so too.
I think we went maybe 1 or 2 minutes over, and for our first go around, I appreciate you coming to the Vault Studio, Mr. Pablo Ortega.
My pleasure. That was fun.
Pablo Ortega Photography.
Yes, thank you. I will put my logo right here, or somebody will put the logo here somewhere, and some information down
Connect
here.
Bradenton down here.
Yeah. We'll have some things.
Yeah, we'll let the people that are skilled in that area do that. So. Keep a lookout for more videos from the Vault Studio and Connect Bradenton. If this is something that fits your business needs, please let me know. You can go to connectbradenton.com and fill out just a questionnaire to see if this is a spot for you, or you can just email us info@connectbradenton.com or stop by. We are downtown Bradenton, 1201 6th Avenue West. And look forward to seeing you guys, and please let us know what else we can be doing to help our community of local businesses, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, Pablo.
Take it easy. Wow. Hey, how long did we go? Let's see.
I'm guessing 14.
14? Ooh. Okay.
We aimed for 10.
I thought we aimed for 5 to 7 at first.
We did, but then we said 10. 14:34.
Wow.
I said I don't want to go over 15.
Okay.
That is.
Yeah, at that point, nobody will.
But
That's great, man. I think it led into some good
Yeah, it was.
thinking points for people.
Alright, I'll send you that. Let's see what kind of file size we got here. Just under 500 megs.
Wow, that's nothing. Okay. Can you put that on a Drive or Google Drive or something? Oh, that one I was testing it out.
Okay.
I was just walking around the room everywhere. It sounds pretty good from everywhere. Like I was even under the desk for a little bit.
Oh yeah, I can't play that. I've got voice meter on. Yeah, let me see what my best option is for sharing.
Sure.
That was pretty good, man.
I mean, it just
For not having many notes.
I've never done this before.